No. That was Pornhub saying, like, hello everybody, Superman Mustang. My dog yawned, Dan. And, so it was my birthday a few days ago. Turned 20. Honestly, I'm liking it so far. Dan is trying to get in my bag of stuff. He's trying to check out my goodies. When I brought my bag of goodies home, Dan assumed it was something for him, and he got hyped, and was it? Then he got emo, and yeah, he's being emo now. But I got a lot of stuff for my birthday. I got cool presents, and then I bought stuff at a Bath and Body Works outlet, which I've never been to. Bath and Body Works outlet, they sell old collabs and overstock of Bath and Body Works products for cheaper than Bath and Body Works places. So I went there, then American Eagle, which was my first time ever being in one. I love it. Hot Topic, Dollar Tree, because I had to buy some stuff, and then I bought some stuff I wanted and whatnot. And yeah, I did a bunch of shit for my birthday. And even days after my birthday, like on Thursday, I went out and did shopping. Friday, went out and did shopping. Saturday, I didn't go shopping, but I did go for a car ride with my dad. Sunday, I went shopping, so I spent a lot of money. Currently, I only have $45 in my want to need fund, because I spent a lot of it on my birthday. Anyway, that's that. I'll show the stuff sometime. I got stuff from Walmart too and other places, so I'll show those sometime. But so there's this place, maybe like, I want to say 10-20 minutes away from my house, and it's a big antique place. So they sell vintage clothes, records, 8-tracks, cassettes, cool toys, books. They even had some Playboy and Penthouse magazines, which, if it wasn't for the fact I was shopping with my dad, I would have picked some up, because I'm single, and yeah, bitches look hot. So yeah, it was an antique, vintage type place. They had a lot of antique, vintage stuff, and I happened to got goodies. Oh, I forgot one thing I forgot to bring over here. I'll pick it up in a bit. And we got that, because people can't drive. No. They had a bunch of different sections, like I said. They had vintage cologne, perfume, aftershave, books, CDs, cassettes, 8-tracks, vinyls. They had clothing. They had VHS tapes. They had just a bunch of random shit. They had knives. They had a shaving brush. They had some lasers. They had sports cards. They had a bunch of stuff. They had a huge wall of Hot Wheels and Matchbox. So I got this, I'm trying to think, when did this one come out? Oh, okay. This one came out in 1997. It is the Jungle Racer Hummer from the Mattel Wheels line, I'm assuming. And this is from the tag they had. It was $3 for this one. They all had different prices. Some were more expensive, and then some were free. And then I didn't see any that were cheaper than $3, but maybe they had some cheaper ones too. But I got this guy from 1997. Came out in 1997. You could tell by the Hot Wheels logo and just the overall packaging. Then this guy was also $3 and no Hot Wheels. It is a 67 Camaro. And this one is from 2007. So not as vintage as the other one, but still, that's 19 years old. Then the other one, I don't know how many years old because I'm really bad at math, but definitely very much vintage. Those were all the vehicles I got. Oh, and there were two things I bought that they put in this bag that they gave me for free, which I don't have them in the same, but this is a really cute bag. I'm either gonna use this for something or use it as like a gift bag for if I like need to put some gifts or something, I buy someone in it. So that's pretty cool. They gave me that for free. They also gave me a pamphlet for an event they're having, but I'm not gonna show that because as far as I'm aware, the antique store I went to is a really popular attraction of my state, and I don't want to reveal that. But they have a pamphlet for an event that they have and stuff. Now, like I said, they had a bunch of cassettes, DVDs, 8-tracks, and whatnot. And on this one table, there was a sign that said, everything on the table is $2 unless marked otherwise. So I found this Genesis cassette from 𝓷𝓵𝓵, ABACAB, I don't know how to pronounce it. That's what it looks like. You can see on the same tape, $2. And I don't know if you can see on the video or not. Probably not, because it's kind of dark in here. I don't feel like turning on the light. But the case is very dirty. From what I'm looking though, it doesn't look like the case has any cracks or anything, so that's good. Although even if the case did have a crack, I could just get a replacement case, but that's pretty cool that this case is in such good condition. It's dirty. However, I can just easily clean it up and make it look like brand new. Just give it a wash down or something. Probably with like a Clorox wipe. But I don't know how to clean cassettes. My dad does though, so he can help me. And to open cassettes, to those who don't know, you open it like a book. See? So you open this. See? Go like, boop. And the tape has no damage, no cracks, no nothing like that. The tape looks a little dirty. Not the actual tape though. The tape for the cassette looks really good condition, looks really clean. But up here, although I don't know if you can see on the same, there is some dirt. But I can clean that up. Oh, I didn't realize. On the different sides, it tells you how long the different sides are. I didn't realize that. I don't know much about cassettes, but I love vintage stuff. I've always been around old school stuff my whole life. Cassettes, VHS tapes. Never watched a VHS tape though, but I've always been surrounded by them. So it was a little bit dirty, the case and the actual thing, but I can clean both of them up. Now this Genesis used to be Phil Collins' band, which I didn't know until my dad told me. Because when I saw this, I was like, oh, Genesis is a pop-up band. Not too familiar with them. I'll give it a pickup for $2. Which I listened to. I listened to the first two songs off of this on YouTube because I don't have a cassette player, and that was definitely a really good pickup. It's not something I would typically listen to, but I really like it. Oh, and also I got my Vicks 𝓯𝓲𝓷𝓭𝓼 going, the machine. Now this is one of the finds of the day that really got me good. Like I said, $2 because it was on the table. It is a top 10 hits, meaning it has songs that were on the top 10 hit music track list. Because this cassette has more than 10 songs. When I got it, I figured top 10 hits, it probably means like the top 10 popular songs, but no, it means it has songs that were on the top 10 hits music list. You know how you have like the top 100 Billboard music list? The top 10 hits is basically that, but like the top 10 hits. And this is something I've been getting into recently. So to find this, I thought it was pretty cool for my still relatively small but growing cassette collection. The case is really dirty, and then on the actual cassette tape, it looks like there was like marker or lipstick stain, but I could probably clean it up. But the actual tape looks in really good condition. Elvis Presley, top 10 hits. Which the case is dirty and there's sticker residue way on his face. Like, why did they do that placement? And it's digitally remastered. Digitally remastered. I also realized I should read what the tracks are of my cassette so y'all can know. I'll probably come out with videos soon. I'll come out with videos soon about all the products, like unboxing them, going into more detail. So I'm just showing them off. So hopefully this week or so I'm gonna come out with detailed videos about the things I got and the whole, I guess, just unboxing process. Oh, and the other cassette, it said it was from 1981. This is 1987. And the tapes are very simple. They're just a plain white. They're not colored or nothing, but still look very cool. Now, as you can see in various spots, maybe or maybe not, because it's dark, there is some looks like some maybe dark and some lipstick or marker residue or something. It looks like something like that. Like I said, I don't know all that much about cassettes, so yeah. I also forgot to see how much the sold comps are on these, because even though I'm not gonna sell them, I like checking sold comps on stuff I have just to I don't know, see the rarity or stuff. So I don't know the prices for these, but for $2, I probably got them cheaper than you can get on eBay. Even though on eBay, I'm assuming they're probably pretty cheap, but still $2. My dad also gave me a cassette, but I'm not going to show that in this video because this is for the antique well, it's not really an antique market, but it's for this video is a haul of the stuff I got from the antique place. So now this product was $20. I also accidentally damaged it. I wasn't trying to, but you'll see how it accidentally got damaged. Now it is a little bit kind of dusty looking, and it looks like there's some like maybe like paint or something, like marks on it, and there's a little damage on it. But compared to the listings I've seen on eBay, for the price I got this, it's in way better condition than most you could find. And this is from the 1960s. It is a 𝓱𝓪𝓵𝓵 travel kit. Ooh, look, shiny. Now, you could see the damage a little bit. But this is from 1960s, so I'm not surprised. That's a long time. And I'm sure solving it in this condition was hard enough. So solving it to be perfect would be harder. However, for the price and for it being 1960, the price I got was really cheap, especially when some of the listings on eBay for the same price and a little bit cheaper of these 𝓱𝓪𝓵𝓵 vintage kits, some of them look like a dog fucking chewed the shit up. So this is really good condition compared to some I've seen, which even those ones are good value because, like I said, 60s, so the fact it's still even around, that's amazing enough. But even though those are good value, I'm definitely really happy I got one in such good condition compared to some ones I've seen. And the zipper is all cute. It's all small and mini. Now, I have to be careful with the zipper because I feel like because of how old it is and the fact it's a mini zipper, I feel like it can easily break. So I would recommend being very gentle zipper if you buy one of these. Alright, so on this side, you're supposed to put a pack of razor blades, because this is a travel set. You're supposed to take it with you when you travel. Now, I will say these little straps are very thin, which I'm not a huge fan of, but that's the same. With these old school travel razor kits, the level straps are always super thin, which I know you have to make it thin so everything can fit and not be too bulky, but I would have liked if they produced them to be a little bit thicker, but it is what it is. Plus, it's still a cool vintage piece, but I mean, if you want it to be a travel kit, shouldn't you make the straps a bit thicker so it could be more durable? I'm just saying. And this, I accidentally broke this because all the straps were in perfect condition. I accidentally broke that because one, it's from the 1960s, so naturally it's old, it has wear. Plus, you saw the straps, they're so fucking thin. Which again, I know it needs to be thin so you can fit the stuff. It was the 60s, so they probably figured like, oh, thin straps are fine. It's gonna fit everything, which it does. But because it's thin, it's easily gonna give out if you put a little bit of pressure, which I should have not tried the faucet. But I was trying to put these two parts underneath the strap, because that's how you're supposed to put them. You're supposed to put them so that strap holds them in place so it doesn't move around. Same thing with the laser blades, got a strap so you can put a box of those in between the straps and it holds it in place. Same thing with the laser bit, the handle. And instead of looking up the way to put it, the proper way to put it, I just guessed, which was not a smart idea, and honestly I shouldn't have, but either way, even though I accidentally broke it, which may I say I accidentally broke it within like the first 5 minutes of me really checking it out when I got home, which is funny as fuck, but either way, I'm just happy I have it. But yeah, definitely look up how to put the bits back in the sand if you're confused, and how to assemble it so you don't fuck yourself up. It also came with a pack of single edge blades, which confused me because this takes double edge blades, so I don't know why it came with a box of single edge blades. But it came with a small box of vintage single edge blades, so I'm gonna keep those. I'm not gonna use them because they're rusty, and that's an accident waiting to happen. But I am gonna keep them to just display because they're cool. And then in this part, there was a Gillette double-edged laser blade in there. I forgot what it was called, but I think it was called like Gillette Blue Wave or something. I'll get the box in a minute. I will also show you how to assemble it. But yeah, definitely look up how to assemble one of these and properly put stuff back so you don't accidentally break it like I did. But you know, mistakes happen. Plus, like I said, it was an accident. I didn't even mean to do that. But yeah, make sure you don't do that with your stuff. Personally, it's not a super big deal to me, but still, you know, it would be best to not damage stuff that you guys buy, and best if I don't damage things. So I'm definitely gonna take that as a long opportunity. Oh, there's a hair on me. Oh, there was a hair from I think it was one of my eyebrow hairs. Dude, I legit think I had an eyebrow hair on my t-shirt. And I had a piece of lint on me. Okay. Very eventful 2 minutes. This is what they look like. This side. Which, I will say the box is definitely pretty fucked up. But the fact that it even came with a box of blades, even though they're rusty and I can't use them, the fact that it just came with it even though it didn't have to, that's pretty cool. Plus, like I said, this is from sometime in the 60s. I don't know what time in the 60s. I couldn't find the exact date. And I also couldn't find the exact same model as mine. I kept finding ones that had similar cases but different colors, and then ones that had different cases but like the same type of laser. So yeah, I couldn't quite figure it out. But since that 𝓱𝓲 case and the 𝓱𝓲 is from the 60s, this is probably from the 60s too. So the fact this still exists and the box definitely isn't that great condition, but it's also not the most horrible condition I've seen. It's like I said, the fact that I even got these when I didn't even have to, crazy. But yeah, that's what they look like. And when I do the video showing the 𝓱𝓲 in more detail and whatnot, I will read the stuff on the box. But I just wanted to show it off. I'm trying to figure out how to keep them out the same. It's a pretty tight fit, but at the same time I also probably didn't even put it back right. Truthfully. So here's the blade that was in the 𝓨. Which, now that I think about it, this is probably used and I'm touching it. That's pretty nasty, but okay. Okay, as in like, okay, I guess we're doing that, because that's pretty nasty if I think about it, but it's a Gillette 𝓱𝓪𝓵𝓵 blade. It's a Gillette 𝓱𝓪𝓵𝓵 blade. That's what I said. 𝓱𝓪𝓵𝓵 blade. I feel like I'm saying that weird, and I don't know why. But these came packaged exactly like this in the box. Just, they have this brown 𝓨, and obviously they were sealed. But I opened them to check them out. Now, as you can see, since they're so old, they have rust on them. Which, you know, I'm not surprised about. Vintage blades usually always all rusted. But the rust on it honestly isn't that bad compared to some I've seen. Plus, like I said, vintage blade, it's not uncommon, but they all look the exact same as that. So I'm not going to show the other ones, since the other ones, they are the exact same look, same color, the same brown paper 𝓨 on the outside. And I don't mean to be, I guess, so low energy today. I'm just really relaxed today. And sometimes when I'm really relaxed, I'm just not super energetic. I am happy today. I'm just not super energetic. I just feel very, very chill and load off today. I don't really feel like hyper. Well, I wouldn't say I feel hyper anytime, but you know, I'm definitely more lively usually, and all of that. And I forgot, I was gonna show you how the thing works. Now with safety lasers, you either get these ones that come in 3 pieces, or you get the ones, the butterfly ones, and they're called butterfly ones because they got a saying at the bottom that you just twist and it opens up like a butterfly. So this one, here's what you do. I think I told you, it's a Gillette. So what you do is have it like this, so the knob is facing up. Then you put the blade on it like there. You line it where you want it to be. And be very careful when you're putting it on the thing, handling it. Be careful when you put your laser down. All of that. And you grab this bit. And you have it. You have it like this. I had to think. So, don't face it down like this and then do it. It's not going to be on correct. Flip it so the bits are up. And then put it on like that. Then we got this, the handle, which even though it's small, it has a good weight to it. Like, I kid you not, I think it actually might be heavier than the full size safety laser that I have. So, that's pretty wild. So you grab it. This. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Make sure you have the white end. Looks like that. That's the end you want. And then you screw it on like that. Do it gently to make sure that it's positioned how you want it to. And okay, I put that on wrong. Whoops. Okay, hold on. I gotta redo it. I put it on wrong. Okay. Don't listen to me. You don't want the special bits facing up. You want the special bits facing down. I forgot. Like I said, I'm not used to using these ones, so I'm still figuring out. You want it to look like this, not the other way. So I'm gonna put it down like that. Actually, no, don't listen to me. The other way was the right way. Sorry. Like I said, I'm not used to these ones. So, let me put it back the proper way. And the proper way was the first way I had it before I undid it because I probably did something wrong, but I didn't. And when you do it right, it should look something like this, which you can't really see the blade in it because the light is off. Because I can see the blade clear, and when I feel it, I can feel there's a blade, which you shouldn't do that. You should not feel it when the blade is in, but I was feeling it just to make sure I could feel the blade, and I can, so that will cut when you shave. So you want to do it like that to assemble it, and you will be good. I will also be sure to link a video on how to do it in the description, so you can always look back on that when you need to. Plus, like I said, I'm not used to using one of these, so I'm not the best person to ask for advice on how to use one of these multiple piece safety lasers. I'm used to the butterfly ones. Now, there we go. Put that back in the bag. Put the laser back in the bag, bro. And there are 2 more things about which honestly I don't even know if my phone is going to allow me to record a video for so long. I don't know if I have that much. No, I don't want the fan on that. So I turned on the fan. Hopefully the fan turns off. I think it's slowing down, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure on how to work the fan that me and my dad have. I'm not 100% sure how to work it. And then for other things, so when we were checking out, they had buttons for $2, $3 enamel pins, and $3 Pokemon pins. They didn't have too many buttons. They didn't have too many buttons, and I was pretty unfamiliar with the buttons, like the bands and stuff, and the people. But this button is from a band that I've listened to a few of their songs, and I like them. I also have a vinyl from them that my dad gave me. But I got this Nazareth button for $2. It's very simple, but I like the color of the logo. I like how it looks. And I like the outfits and just the hair of the Nazareth people. I say Nazareth people because I don't know their names. Now, out of all the stuff I got, this is probably the coolest and also most, I guess, looked for, sought after thing I got. 𝓸 live from Antarctica. VHS tape. Now, as you can see at the bottoms, there is some damage. But as you can see, the damage honestly isn't that bad. Like, it still looks in really good condition. We got that. Now, this is the part that all of you want to see. Look at how clean and pristine that is. I got this for 29 bucks. I got it for 29 bucks, dude. You can find this on VHS tape for probably like $22, $23 in really bad case condition. But to get one in this good condition, I don't even know what it would cost to get one in such good condition, but it would definitely be way more than 29. And that is my antique haul.